Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that resonates deeply with every man but is rarely spoken. Something that has the power to transform relationships, perceptions, and the way we see ourselves. This is something men long to hear, but only 1% of women are brave enough to say it. The words are simple, but their impact is profound. What is it? It's a declaration of appreciation, of recognition, and, most importantly, of respect. It's the acknowledgement that a man is valued, seen for who he truly is, beyond his accomplishments, his status, or his role. It's when a woman with absolute sincerity says, "I see you. I honor you for who you are, not just for what you do." So why is this so rare? Why is this truth, this powerful expression of connection, so infrequent? It's because, deep down, many women are conditioned to think that saying this makes them vulnerable or that they must hold back their true feelings in the face of societal expectations. But the reality is, when a woman truly speaks from her heart, when she acknowledges a man's essence, his soul, his spirit, she not only uplifts him, but she unlocks a deeper level of connection, trust, and understanding. Men, just like women, want to feel heard. They want to know that they are more than the roles they play. They are not defined by their work or their achievements alone. They want to feel deeply appreciated for their character, for their inner strength, for the quiet moments when they've held things together, for the love they give and the sacrifices they make. Yet for so many men, that kind of recognition feels rare. It is only when a woman speaks from a place of deep knowing, not just from the mind but from the soul, that she offers a man something he cannot find anywhere else. When you speak these words, they do something powerful. They open doors to emotional depth. They break down walls, and they create a space for true intimacy to bloom. It is not about empty compliments. It is about speaking truthfully, acknowledging a man for who he truly is and what he contributes, even when it's not seen by the world. But here's the kicker. When a woman says this, when she gives this gift of deep appreciation, she is also giving it to herself. She is connecting with the most authentic part of her being, the part that knows that true love and connection begin with recognition, not just of others, but of herself. And in that moment, she becomes part of the 1%. The women who are brave enough to break through societal noise and express a truth that transforms, uplifts, and creates the foundation for something deeper. So let me ask you this. What would happen if we all dared to speak the words that men long to hear? What if, instead of holding back, we fully embrace the power of acknowledgement, of respect, of seeing each other in our fullest, most authentic light? The world would change, relationships would shift, love would grow in places we didn't even know it could reach. It starts with a single choice, one word at a time. And that, my friends, is the power of speaking the truth that so many yearn to hear, but so few actually say. Thank you, Text is one of the most powerful forms of communication, yet it is often overlooked. When a woman acknowledges a man, not just for what he does, but for who he is, she is offering him a rare gift. It is a recognition that transcends surface-level interactions, a deeper understanding that says, "I see you." This kind of acknowledgement is not conditional. It doesn't depend on accomplishments, success, or status. It's about honoring the essence of a person, the soul beneath the roles they play. When a woman offers this recognition, it does something profound. It opens a door to a deeper connection, a space where true intimacy can blossom. Many men walk through the world with their worth measured by what they can achieve or produce. In a society that often places value on external success, it can be difficult for them to feel seen for who they truly are. This is where acknowledgement becomes a powerful force. It's not simply a compliment or praise for actions. It's an affirmation of a person's value, regardless of the context. It says, "You matter, not because of what you've done, but because you are." This kind of acknowledgement offers a sense of belonging and importance that words alone cannot capture. It's the recognition that someone has taken the time to see past the surface and honor the deeper aspects of a person. When a woman acknowledges a man in this way, it fosters trust and emotional connection, creating a space where vulnerability can be shared without fear of judgment. It is a transformative act that nurtures self-worth and strengthens the bond between individuals. True acknowledgement can shift the dynamic in relationships, allowing both individuals to feel truly seen and valued. It allows for the creation of a foundation built on respect, understanding, and love. a space where both parties can grow together, secure in the knowledge that their inherent worth is recognized. Appreciation is one of the most transformative expressions we can offer to others, yet it is often taken for granted. Men long to hear that they are appreciated, not just for the things they do, but for who they are. It's not about giving praise for accomplishments or tasks completed. It's about acknowledging the effort, the presence, and the heart that a man brings into a relationship, into his work, and into life itself. When a woman expresses true appreciation, it speaks to the core of a man's identity. It tells him that his value is recognized, not merely in the roles he plays, but in his very essence. Appreciation goes beyond the surface level. It acknowledges the unseen, the quiet moments where effort and emotion are invested. It's easy to overlook these moments because they don't always come with tangible results, but they are the foundation of deeper, lasting connections. When a woman appreciates a man, she doesn't just celebrate his successes, but she honors the struggle, the growth, and the strength that he has developed along the way. This type of appreciation isn't just about verbal acknowledgement, it's about embodying a sense of respect and admiration that is felt, not only heard. For a man, to feel appreciated is to feel understood. It provides a sense of validation that goes beyond external achievements and taps into the deeper part of him that desires recognition for his character and his contributions to the people he loves. This simple but profound act creates an emotional space where trust and intimacy can thrive. When a woman takes the time to truly express appreciation, it reinforces a sense of belonging, creating a bond that cannot easily be broken. It says, "You matter to me, not for what you do, but for who you are." In a world where so much value is placed on outward success and visibility, appreciation is an antidote to the pressure of always having to prove one's worth. It allows a man to feel secure in his place, knowing that his effort, his heart, and his soul are enough. Connection is the foundation of any meaningful relationship, and it is something that both men and women deeply desire. However, the key to true connection lies in being able to see each other beyond surface-level interactions. When a woman speaks the words that a man longs to hear, she is offering him more than just words. She is offering the opportunity to connect on a deeper, more authentic level. It is a connection that goes beyond the physical or the superficial and touches the emotional and spiritual parts of each person. Men, like women, crave to be seen, not just for what they do, but for who they are. They want to know that they matter in ways that go beyond their ability to provide, to perform, or to succeed. When a woman expresses the words that acknowledge him for his inner qualities, his character, and his unique essence, it opens up a pathway to real emotional intimacy. These words create a bridge between two people, allowing them to connect on a level that is more profound than the roles they play in each other's lives. Connection isn't just about being in the same space, it's about being truly present with one another. It's about sharing vulnerability and allowing yourself to be understood. When a woman takes the time to say the words that a man longs to hear, she gives him the chance to feel seen and heard in ways that most often go unseen. This kind of connection fosters trust, which is the bedrock of all healthy relationships. Trust allows both individuals to open up, to be themselves without fear of judgment, and to share their dreams, desires, and even their fears. True connection also requires emotional safety, and those words, spoken with sincerity, create a sense of security that is necessary for deeper bonds to form. When both people feel emotionally safe, when they know they are seen and valued for their true selves, the connection becomes unshakable. It moves beyond transactional or superficial exchanges into something much more powerful. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it is the doorway to authentic connection and emotional intimacy. Men, like anyone, need to feel safe in order to open up, to share what's truly going on inside of them. When a woman speaks the words that a man longs to hear, she is not only offering him acknowledgement or appreciation, but she is also offering him the emotional safety to be vulnerable. These words create a space where he can let down his guard and show up as his true self, without fear of judgment or rejection. When a woman expresses her deep recognition of a man's worth, beyond his actions or achievements, it communicates trust. She is telling him, "I see you for who you really are, and I am not going anywhere." This kind of emotional support gives him the courage to step into vulnerability because he knows that his feelings, His fears and his imperfections won't be dismissed or minimized. This is the foundation for real emotional connection. It's in these vulnerable moments that true intimacy is built. Men often struggle with expressing their vulnerabilities because they fear being perceived as weak or inadequate. Society often pressures them to be stoic, to be providers, to be the strong, silent type. But the truth is, every man carries a depth of emotion, just like any woman does. He longs for someone to see past the surface and recognize that depth. When a woman speaks the words that affirm his worth and makes him feel emotionally safe, she offers him the chance to release that guardedness and share what he has been holding inside. This vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. It's the courage to be seen fully, to show the parts of himself that are often hidden. It allows a man to feel human, to feel understood, and to feel loved in his most authentic form. The words that offer emotional safety become the key to unlocking the depth of who he truly is. Respect is a fundamental element in any meaningful relationship, yet it is often overlooked or misunderstood. Men crave respect, not only for what they do, but for who they are as individuals. Respect is about recognizing and honoring a man's character, his values, and his contributions to the world around him. It's not just about the big things he does, but also the small, everyday efforts that often go unnoticed. When a woman speaks the words that acknowledge this respect, she provides him with something invaluable: validation. She tells him that he matters, not just for his actions, but for his integrity, his effort, and his heart. Respect creates a foundation on which trust can be built. When a man feels respected, he feels safe. He feels seen in his entirety, not reduced to just a provider or protector, but as a whole person with his own dreams, fears, and worth. This sense of respect allows him to stand tall, to show up authentically in the relationship, knowing that he is valued for who he is, not just for what he can give. It nurtures his sense of self-esteem and confidence, knowing that his presence is enough and that he is appreciated for more than the role society expects him to fulfill. Men, like women, want to be acknowledged for their efforts, their challenges, and their resilience. Respect goes beyond a simple acknowledgement of actions. It's about appreciating the deeper aspects of a person, the things that define their character and their strength. When a woman speaks with respect, she doesn't just validate the man in front of her, she honors his journey, his struggles, and his triumphs. She shows him that she sees him for the entirety of who he is, not just the person he presents to the world. This form of respect fosters equality and deepens the connection between two people. It allows for open communication, understanding, and growth, as both individuals feel secure in the relationship and valued for their true selves. When respect is present, the relationship becomes a safe space for both to thrive and support each other in ways that go beyond the surface. Transformation is often seen as an external shift, but true transformation begins from within. It is in the quiet moments of solitude that a woman can experience the most profound shifts in her life. When she chooses solitude, she isn't running from the world. She is creating space to reconnect with herself, to reassess her beliefs, her values, and the direction in which she is headed. Solitude offers the time and space necessary to step back from the distractions of daily life, to examine what truly matters to her, and to shed old versions of herself that no longer serve her growth. In solitude, a woman can confront her fears, her insecurities, and the parts of herself she may have avoided or neglected. This confrontation is not about self-criticism, but about self-awarenesses. It is in these moments that she can shed the weight of external expectations and reconnect with her authentic self. The process may be uncomfortable, but it is essential for transformation. It is through the courage to face these hidden parts of herself that she uncovers her true potential. Transformation also requires letting go of limiting beliefs, outdated habits, and unhealthy patterns. Solitude provides the necessary space for this letting go. It is in the quiet that a woman can reflect on the stories she has told herself and begin to rewrite them. She can release the past, forgive herself for past mistakes, and give herself permission to evolve into the person she is meant to become. This internal transformation is the foundation for creating the life she truly desires, aligned with her values and her true self. As she embraces this solitude, she taps into a deep well of inner strength. She learns that transformation is not something that happens in a moment, but something that unfolds gradually, with intention and awareness. Each day spent in solitude is a step toward becoming the most authentic, powerful version of herself, ready to face the world with clarity and purpose. Independence is often misunderstood as isolation, but in reality, it is the ability to stand firm in one's own sense of self, regardless of external circumstances. When a woman embraces solitude, she taps into the power of her own independence. She no longer relies on the approval or validation of others to define her worth. Instead, she learns to trust herself, to make decisions based on her inner knowing, and to create a life that aligns with her deepest values and desires. This independence is a form of liberation, where she no longer feels compelled to follow the paths that others expect her to walk. In solitude, a woman is able to find clarity, away from the noise and opinions of the outside world. She learns to listen to her own voice, to distinguish between what is truly hers and what has been influenced by the opinions of others. This process of self-discovery and self-reliance builds inner strength as she becomes more confident in her ability to navigate the world on her own terms. No longer does she need to seek approval or permission to live her life in the way that feels most authentic to her. This independence also empowers a woman to set boundaries. In solitude, she learns the importance of saying no when something does not align with her values, and yes to the things that nourish and uplift her. It is in these moments that she cultivates the courage to prioritize herself, to honor her needs and desires, and to trust that she is deserving of the life she envisions. Independence, therefore, becomes a practice of self-respect, where she is not afraid to stand alone, to make decisions that serve her growth, and to move forward with the confidence that she is capable of creating the life she wants. Through this independence, a woman develops resilience. She learns that she is enough, even in moments of uncertainty or challenge. It is the steady belief in her own strength that allows her to face life's difficulties with grace, knowing she can navigate them on her own while still remaining open to connection and collaboration with others. Self-discovery is a journey that requires patience, courage, and the willingness to explore the depths of one's own being. When a woman embraces solitude, she embarks on a path of introspection that allows her to truly understand herself. This process of self-exploration is not about finding who she is in the eyes of others, but about peeling back the layers that have been built over time. In solitude, she can face her fears, confront past wounds, and reconnect with her true desires and values. This journey is not always easy. It requires vulnerability and honesty with herself. As she moves through this process of self-discovery, she begins to untangle the beliefs, assumptions, and fears that have held her back. These beliefs may have been inherited from past experiences, societal conditioning, or external pressures. Solitude provides the space to question these narratives and to determine which ones are truly hers. It is in this space that she begins to reconnect with her authentic self, not the version shaped by the expectations of others, but the one that has always existed within her, waiting to be discovered. Through this journey, a woman learns to trust herself more deeply. She becomes attuned to her intuition, recognizing the wisdom that has always resided within her. Solitude allows her to hear the quiet whispers of her inner voice, which guides her decisions, actions, and relationships. As she strengthens this connection to her true self, she grows more confident in her choices, knowing that they are aligned with her most authentic desires. Self-discovery also requires acceptance, accepting all parts of herself, both the light and the dark. It is only when she embraces every aspect of who she is that she can step into her full power. In solitude, she learns that her imperfections are not flaws, but unique aspects that contribute to her strength and individuality. This acceptance leads to profound growth as she steps into a deeper understanding of her own potential. Strength is often perceived as an external display of power or resilience, but true strength is built from within. It comes from the ability to face one's inner battles, to endure life's challenges, and to keep moving forward despite setbacks. A woman who embraces solitude taps into this quiet yet profound strength. Solitude is not a sign of weakness. It is a space where she can confront her fears, process her emotions, and reconnect with the deepest parts of herself. It is in solitude that she finds the courage to face difficult truths, to heal, and to emerge stronger than before. In moments of solitude, a woman is able to reflect on her life's journey, the hardships she has overcome, the lessons she has learned, and the resilience she has cultivated along the way. These moments of introspection allowed her to recognize the inner strength that has always been there, waiting to be acknowledged. She is reminded that she has faced adversity before, and each time she has risen again. Solitude gives her the clarity to see how far she has come and the strength to continue moving forward, no matter what lies ahead. This inner strength is not about being invulnerable, but about having the courage to be vulnerable. It's about being able to face life's challenges with grace, knowing that there is power in being true to oneself. In solitude, a woman learns that it's okay to feel pain, fear, or uncertainty, but it's how she responds to these emotions that defines her strength. She does not need to hide from her emotions. Instead, she acknowledges them, processes them, and grows from them. Through solitude, a woman becomes her own source of strength. She learns to trust herself, to rely on her own wisdom, and to honor her inner power. It is in these moments alone that she discovers just how strong she truly is, not in spite of her struggles, but because of them. This strength is quiet yet unwavering, a force that cannot be shaken by external circumstances or opinions. Empathy is the ability to truly understand and connect with the emotions and experiences of others. It is a quality that is often undervalued or misunderstood, yet it holds the power to transform relationships and create deep, meaningful bonds. When a woman embraces solitude, she not only learns more about herself, but also deepens her capacity for empathy. Solitude provides the necessary space for self-reflection, allowing her to explore her emotions and experiences in depth. In turn, this self-awareness enhances her ability to relate to others, as she begins to recognize the shared human experiences that connect us all. In moments of solitude, a woman can reflect on her own struggles, pain, and growth, and in doing so, she develops a deeper understanding of the challenges faced by those around her. This understanding goes beyond sympathy or surface-level concern. It is a deep emotional connection that comes from knowing what it feels like to face adversity, to struggle, and to rise again. Through this process, she becomes more attuned to the emotions of others, able to offer support and compassion in a way that feels genuine and authentic. Empathy also requires vulnerability, the willingness to open one's heart and allow oneself to be affected by the emotions of others. In solitude, a woman learns to embrace her own vulnerabilities, which in turn allows her to be more open and compassionate toward the vulnerabilities of others. This emotional openness creates a safe space for others to share their experiences, knowing that they will be met with understanding and care. Through solitude, a woman develops a profound sense of emotional intelligence, which enables her to navigate relationships with greater ease and depth. She understands the importance of listening, of holding space for others, and of offering compassion without judgment. This capacity for empathy allows her to build connections that are rooted in trust, respect, and mutual understanding, creating relationships that are not just transactional, but deeply nourishing for both parties.